Hey Cupcakes, how y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. It is 8:08 a.m. and it is October 24th, 2025. I was just doing a reading and the thing cut off. I forgot to turn the camera around. So it's gonna be a black screen, y'all. Sorry. Anywho, I was talking about a masculine who thought something was gonna be, move forward for them. Like they had like a lot of goals and aspirations. They were very determined to accomplish something, but it did not pan out how they thought it would. Especially if this was like a relationship or has something to do with a feminine or flip the roles. This could be a feminine with a masculine. Somebody is definitely seeing something about a mother figure. Okay, clear as day. Somebody's definitely learning the truth about a mother figure and why they miss out on a lot of opportunities because of this person and the advice and the supposedly guidance that they were giving to this masculine. And remember, flip the roles, put it where it fit. If it's not your story, it's not your story. Okay. Yeah, this could have even been like divine counterparts as far as soulmates and twin flames. The other reading. It was the same way. I took a hard pause, like forgetfulness. I don't know if people are doing like forgetful spells on people or just a lot of heavy projection. And we in the season of the time of but the scales got to be balanced, baby. And now we in Scorpio season. Oh, happy birthday, Scorpios. Um, a lot of shit is about to change. A lot of endings will occur. It's inevitable. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could have heavy Scorpio placements, and people don't know that about you. You know what I'm saying? They probably don't understand why every time. Ooh, child, the accent is coming out. Every time they try to do something to you, it automatically backfires because you could have heavy Scorpio placements. You know what I'm saying? So definitely something about your stability. I don't know if this was somebody who felt trapped in another relationship or a marriage of some sort, but there was definitely some type of commitment. And I'm seeing the hangman, but I'm seeing the eight of cups as well, where somebody is like, I'm getting the fuck out of here by any means necessary. You hear me? And in the other reading I just did, I said that I saw somebody get up, like Mama Monsters Inc. when they would do the simulation and the little boy would just sit up and start screaming. Yeah, and then he would go back down and you know what I'm saying? So I'm seeing somebody just jump up out their sleep like, what the fuck? And look around like, what the fuck am I doing here? It's like somebody had amnesia and then all of a sudden it just clicked back in. You know what I'm saying? So let's pull some cards. Okay. We have the Four of Wands. I'm seeing the Queen of Cups and the Magician on the bottom. Yeah, it could be a Queen of Cups doing magic. And in the other reading, there was a King of Cups that I saw in my eye. It didn't come out. I saw it. Okay. Let's see. This is the Hangman. Okay. Whoa. And the World card with the Seven of Swords. Didn't I say I saw the Hangman and the Four of Wands? Holy shit. And it came out. The only one that didn't come out was the Eight of Cups. Yeah, but we have the World card with the Seven of Swords. So it kind of makes sense for the Eight of Cups. You know what I'm saying? That I was seeing. So I'm telling you, there's somebody in a relationship, a home dynamic, or some type of community of some sort who is no longer feeling stuck or trapped there, because we all know that the hangman is seeing something from a different perspective. It's letting go, it's sacrificing, you know what I'm saying? And walking away. And with this World card and the Seven of Swords, yeah, something is done. Somebody's no longer letting a connection burden them. You know, I'm seeing the Queen of Swords, yeah. This could even be work. Somebody could be stressed out at fucking work. Their boss could be driving them crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing something about a no-fly zone. I think I was getting that too. Excuse me. Too. Yeah, Queen of Swords fifth out again. Yeah. Somebody might have gotten into an argument. Two of Swords, yeah. Terrifying. Yeah, this could be a couple that's, yeah, Two of Cups. Four of Swords. Three of Swords, yeah. I'm telling you, somebody could have gotten into an argument. This could even been somebody, a family member that lied to a masculine about a counterpart, or this could be a mother figure who lied to somebody or hooked somebody up with another person just to, you know what I'm saying? It's like a mother figure telling, oh, so and so is married now. You might as well go on and be with that girl because she's married or he's married. They don't want you, or this person is a this or this person is a that. You know, it's something of that sort. And now they're finding out that all of that was a lie. You could have recently interacted with a person and you could have recently interacted with a person and they mentioned something, even their mom or their dad. And it's like, it's like, say, okay, say for instance, my baby daddy, right? My baby daddy and my mom were in connection. They were talking, unbeknownst to me though. And she went and told him, "Oh, I wouldn't get back with her. She don't want you. She has somebody else. She's moving on. This and that and all this stuff, right?" And it's like, damn, okay. And it's coming from my mom, so you would believe, right? And then they're talking to the mom, and the mom is like, yeah, they're talking to the mom and she's saying all this stuff. But then the mom is talking to you, collective, and she's like, oh, that person's gonna come back. Let's make a bet, X, Y, and Z, boom, bang, pow. And then you just so happen to be talking to your baby daddy one day and your mom calls and you tell your baby daddy what she said, and they're looking at you like, what? Huh? Fuck is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? But it's given the sense like, oh, word, she said that? Because it's like when they had a conversation, it was something completely different. But the person's not going to say anything to you because it's like, I don't want her to know that I was talking to her moms. Because then you, collective, you would know like, oh, this is why certain things ain't been working out. And every time I get into a relationship, because both of these motherfuckers were behind the scenes doing what they needed to do to make sure that I wasn't, I didn't get with, it didn't work out, or vice versa. And it's just speculation. I'm just saying, I'm just giving y'all an example so y'all can understand what I'm saying. So this mother figure could have been giving your person bad advice about you because they're gonna go to your mom, especially if they're traditional. They're gonna go and be like, "Oh, can I ask for your hand, your daughter's hand, whatever the case may be, that give their approval." But yeah, they could be realizing that somebody fucking lied, or this could even be a baby mother, wife, who lied and said, "Oh, the bitch was stalking me," or this person's been bothering me, this person said all these things and X, Y, and Z, and then they could have had somebody fucking co-sign the bullshit, but the whole time it was a lie, and this person was holding onto a narrative about you that was absolutely fucking fabricated. You hear me? Woo-wee. Yeah, I split the deck and it was the devil card with the emperor. This could even have been a father figure who paid someone to go and tell this masculine something just to cause some type of confusion. You know what I'm saying? Or lied and said that people were paying you for SEX or paying you to, you were like an escort type energy, because I'm seeing the Ace of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Seven of Cups here. Paying someone to go out and then they would watch, or maybe they said you had an OnlyFans, or you know what I'm saying? Like they were saying some outlandish shit, and maybe this person didn't want you to know that they were inquiring about you, so they're not gonna come to you and be like, oh, X, Y, and Z said that you were doing this. They're probably just gonna hold it in, and then maybe it was even like little slick fucking remarks and shit, or You know, every time you interacted with this person, you could feel the fucking animosity coming off of them and feel like it was a lot of heat and a lot of pressure, or, you know what I'm saying? If this was like a baby daddy or something like that, or a co-worker, because that's the thing, we do that. And I was watching a movie last night, and dude was about to fuck some shit up, right? He was about to fuck some shit up. You hear me? And he was like, he went to a friend that he used to, you know, he was in the army with, and he was like, you know, X, Y, and Z. He was telling him. And then his friend was like, I don't know why the fuck you came here like you needed validation or my approval when you already made up in your mind that you was gonna fuck some shit up. Do that shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? See you when you're done. Type energy. So this could have been somebody who, you know what I'm saying? Like, they not gonna come and tell you that this is what has been going on. And we tend to ask people like, you think I should talk to Shorty, or you think oh boy is interested, or, you know, you go to your friend or you go to somebody you trust, like, what do you think? You think I should do it? Especially if you have coworkers and you feel like they are cool, but they, some of them be shady as fuck. So somebody gave somebody, or you gonna go to your own mother because that's your best counsel sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But if you're just so like, if you're the type of person where you're gonna look past the bullshit or look past the red flags, and you're gonna be fucked up every time. And somebody could be sitting here, I'm telling you, a lot of fucking reflection, bitch. We in Scorpio season. Things are going to close out that no longer serve. Like, people just don't get it, and they not gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? And it's not for you. I know we all here put on this earth for different reasons. We all have different purposes to awaken certain people and guide them to do certain things to be the betterment of self. But some of them don't want it. And once you realize that and you stop going against the grain and start fully trusting your intuition and stop outsourcing, yo, your life will be so much fucking simpler. Promise you, yo. Promise on God. You know what I'm saying? For real. So I don't know who was taking this. It was 12:20, 1 o'clock. I don't know who was taking this bad advice, but somebody see you, divine feminine, divine masculine. Somebody see you. They see you clear as day. Okay, I don't know if this moon energy just passed, balance something out for them, or they're just taking accountability, or understanding. Somebody could have recently read the 12 Universal Laws or reread it, and it put a lot into perspective. You know, sometimes you read some shit you forget. Just like The Secret. I done read The Secret how many times? And sometimes I still find little gems and stuff that I, you know, read already. So some of y'all could be back in that season where y'all getting back into reading again. Of course, it's, I mean, we always, well, I always read. But some of y'all, you know, it's starting to get cold again. A good book sometimes can't really go out. I mean, you could go out, but who's really trying to go out there with everything that's going on? Child, we making our house our sanctuary. And if you wasn't, you're going to start. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of y'all going to be in the house more. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, let's try to get something. I ain't going to be making these videos long. Yep, Seven of Swords. Somebody definitely lied. Seven of Swords came out. Somebody definitely lied, yo. And what you don't see is the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you closing out this cycle, catching this lesson, and rejecting the Four Cups right here. Rejecting after getting some type of clarity is going to turn the wheel in your favor. Yeah. I'm telling you, somebody could have lied so you could miss out on an opportunity. But I feel like even if even if they're trying to do it again, okay, even if they're trying to do it again, you're gonna shut some shit down in a split of a second. You know what I'm saying? It was 1:4:37 on the timer, 14:41 now. In a split second, you're gonna shut something down, and it's gonna close out some. It's gonna change something drastically. 555 energy. Okay. But something was definitely fated. Okay, maybe it was fated for you to learn the lesson or reject something now. It wasn't time for you to reject it back then because you had to see something for what it is. You know what I'm saying? You have to go through the process. And a lot of people fail to realize you cannot speak on something or even understand something fully unless you embody the energy, unless you're actually going through it. That's why I'm telling you, certain things you speak on, people might be like, well, what the fuck is she talking about? How does she know? Because you went through it. But maybe because you might have not said it, they might have not been there in that season. You know, they might see you on the recovery part, or they might see you post past that. You know what I'm saying? You know how you have the pre and the post? They might see you post traumatic trauma recovery. You know what I'm saying? So they would never understand until they learn your story. And a lot of people could have judged you too. A lot of people could have judged you when you were in this season and you had to see who you needed to reject. You know what I'm saying? You had to see who was lying, and you might have, and a lot of things might have even went over your head. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing a rainbow. A lot of things might have went over your head because you tried to always be on the up and up. And the people you were dealing with, you wouldn't think that they would be so fucking trifling. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Something about a subway. You could have even been in a subway or in a tunnel or in a tunnel phase or a transitional phase, and now you're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing warning, warning, warning. You know how they have like a speaker and then you see the red coming out of it like it's pulsating kinda like, you know, warning. That's what I'm seeing, flashing lights. Y'all, I don't know what's going on, but the wheel is definitely turning. I don't know if you answered the call. Something could have happened with a vehicle. You could have been even on your way somewhere, and things were happening, and you weren't catching the lesson or catching the signs, missing all the fucking flags, bitch. And spirit, you were gonna go somewhere, do something, and spirit stopped you in your tracks. You couldn't understand it, but you might be understanding it today with this. With this, this could even be a confirmation for someone. Okay, you could have been waiting on something to work out in your favor, or you could have been waiting on a job opportunity, or thought this was some type of divinely guided um, opportunity, and no, bitch, it was a bus. Yeah, you could have been speeding. I'm seeing the Knight of Swords here. You could have been speeding, thinking you were finally getting some type of leadership position or just moving too fucking fast. Um, Thinking this was some type of passion or chemistry or this was something you truly, truly desired. But your intuition was telling you, like, this is not going to emotionally fulfill you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not being authentic. Something isn't authentic here. You're just moving off of emotion. You know what I'm saying? And ran right into the Nine of Wands. Feeling defeated once you got into a community or in a family dynamic, or this could even be somebody who married into a went into a family dynamic and complete shit show. They once they got there and they closed the fucking door, they was locked in. They were like, "What the fuck did I sign up for?" You know how sometimes you are wishing and praying for something and you thinking that, you know, because remember the devil gonna come before the real thing come. So you know what I'm saying, and you thinking your mama giving you some type of guidance or this feminine or somebody you look up to or some type of elder of some sort, and it was a bust. They fucking set you up for the okie doke. You know what I'm saying? And now you sitting back seeing, yeah. Now you have no choice but to hold back from this family, from this community. I'm seeing a Ten of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, and the World card. Somebody sat here and let a community, a group of people, something, you know what I'm saying, trick them out their spot. Because from the Ten of Pentacles to the Four of Pentacles, that's the Six of Pentacles. They invested in the wrong thing. They were given to the wrong thing. This could have been somebody who was even over giving. You know what I'm saying? Taking care of a whole fucking family. Because you know when when you marry into something, or the husband come in now, the daughter's husband gotta take care of whoever's the breadwinner. They gotta take care of the whole fucking family. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but somebody went into a situation and they weren't able to save nothing. They weren't able to cultivate anything. It's like somebody was building, thinking that they were building on some type of generational wealth, just to realize like they need to let go. They were holding on too tight to some type of group, or you know what I'm saying? That was not for their highest and greatest good. This whole family could have lied to this individual and was just fucking scraping and taking from whoever this was. And somebody just woke up like, what the fuck am I doing here? This is not where I'm supposed to be. You ever went to a job and was like, you got there, you signed the paperwork and everything, and then you see how they operate. You might get them motherfuckers a week, and then you be like, I'm not coming back here. I'm not coming back here. You ever went to a job and they telling you, oh, you got to fill out the paperwork all over again after you already did that shit, for them to tell you they can't find your shit? You're like, what? You can't find my paperwork with my social security number on there? How the fuck do you lose my paperwork? So right there, you know that these people are irresponsible. They don't have no type of fucking care or structure to make sure that your stuff is secure and well. I'm good. I can't. No. And some of y'all could be having those Scorpio placements where things just disappear for you, like, and or especially if there's a paper trail or something that can harm you or hurt you, it will be like, it's like it vanished in a sense. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all don't understand how truly powerful you are. People will see your light and they know. That's why certain people be like, oh, why you want to get with her? I want to get with her. She seems like she's drama. She seems like she's problem. Or, she seems like she's this, or she seems like she's that. And be careful of those ones who be like, oh, why would you want to get with her? She already have a kid. Don't you want to meet somebody and start fresh and all that shit, but you don't know who God is sending you for. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who your spirit team and your ancestors or the universe is sending you to help you. Okay? So you have to be careful. Somebody's waking up to that, like, holy shit. Somebody could have even overlooked you because you already had children. And it seemed like you weren't going to fit in with what they were, whatever belief system they had in their head. Okay? I was watching this movie last night where old boy, after his wife committed suicide, he was deployed, and basically the grandfather took the little girl and is giving him a hard time about, with custody and stuff, and just trying to rid him from seeing the little girl, just really making it hard for him. So when he came home, this Spanish man and his wife and his daughter gave him, they took him in like their own. You know what I'm saying? They didn't take him in, but